Does hula hooping work? Is it even a good exercise? I do keep trying my best to show that it does work, I think. I'm over 40, I'm a mum. I work full-time hours at a desk, so my work is sedentary. I hula hoop once a day, and that is normally about 45 minutes, almost every day. But because life happens, I normally have about 1 or 2 days off per week. So that's all I do in terms of physical exercise. This is what hula hooping can help one achieve. I'm not sure if that means it works or it doesn't. I let you decide. When we're about to make a judgment whether or not an exercise is good or effective, I think what is awesome is to look at the elements of fitness or components of fitness. What is it that a workout offers in terms of agility, cardiovascular endurance, so aerobic fitness, I suppose. That's another word that you could come across. Muscular endurance, strength, power, flexibility, balance, coordination. So if a workout offers all of these or most of these, I suppose it's a good workout. This is not an all-inclusive list, and we could shred this into pieces because, for example, even strength. Strength can be maximal strength, static strength, dynamic strength, explosive strength. So, you know, we could shred this into pieces, but let's just try and keep it as basic as we can. And I like to do check marks on this list when I'm looking at different exercises because these are excellent for well-being and for quality of life, things that matter to me. What also matters to me is if an exercise is sustainable, because there are lots of different kinds of exercises that one can do, right? And if you spend all that money or time or whatever, because it is an investment, right? If you go running, you need sports shoes and whatever compression socks people get, and Vaseline so that your nipples don't start bleeding and things like that. I don't know what else runners do, but I've seen these kind of things. So you spend money as well as time doing certain kinds of exercises. It's good if it's sustainable. So if you're not breaking yourself down in the process, repeatedly doing the same, developing repetitive strain injuries, but you try and choose something that is sustainable. So if you keep going, you don't break yourself down, but building yourself up and getting fitter, stronger, or improve the integrity of your joints. You want to benefit from it, I suppose, so that if you make all that investment in terms of time and monetary investment as well, at least it should be good for you, right? Anyways, let's put the sustainability to the side for a second, because you will see with hula hooping, you're absolutely fine. Hooping offers you a lot of variety, so you're not going to be breaking yourself down in the process, and you're going to be milking the universe, enjoying all the amazing benefits, because with hooping you will check pretty much most of these boxes, but it does depend how you use your hula hoop. In this video, I think I will help you understand it so you will know exactly what you need to do. Why would we care about all this stuff, elements of fitness? Nobody cares, but I think we do care, because if you spend your day like me, I work sedentary hours, as I said that, I do not actually have a choice because I have to edit videos and that's a lot of screen time. I can't exercise while I'm working, right? And then I miss out on a lot of benefits. A lot of the times people would say that a six-pack or getting rid of a belly is a bit of a shallow thing. It's superficial, it's just for looks, but it's not true. It is actually connected. Have a look if you don't believe me. Go on Google or go to your doctor's surgery, please, and ask, why does your doctor care about your waist to hip ratio? It's an indicator of well-being and measurement so that your healthcare providers have a rough idea what is it that they should worry about, because the older you get, usually the wider this area becomes, and that is of concern because here we hold on to fat for a reason. So if you have fat here, I tell you what, your body is trying to send you messages. There's stuff that you're doing or not doing that you should now look into. And that's what the doctors do. When they take your measurements, they actually are not bothered how smoking hot you're feeling in your swimwear. What they care about is they want to save your life. So if you want a six-pack and you want to get rid of the love handles and the muffin top, no judgment, because it's good for you. It's good for your health if you want to get rid of the fat. I do recommend this book fairly often because I think it's very inspirational. It is by a doctor, backed up by science, and it helps you feel more powerful so that you start to believe that your daily actions and how you exercise actually can contribute to your quality of life. If you read this book, you will see that actually every single one of your workouts and your meals is contributing to something bigger. It's not just the six-pack, and it's not just how smoking hot you're looking in your swimwear and how many friends you met at the yoga retreat. You will start to care about, yes, things like bone density, blood glucose levels, cholesterol, stuff like that. That will, I think, inspire you to look into those elements of fitness that I'm trying to get you excited about. How does this apply to hula hooping, right? When people start hula hooping, they usually just waist hula hoop and don't want to do anything else, or hand hula hoop. And that, I think, is a bit like having a Lamborghini that you only take as far as the nearest letterbox and then come back. And then again, just to the letterbox, come back. You know, a Lamborghini can do so much more than that. And a hula hoop can do so much more than that. So just to waist hula hoop or just to hand hula hoop is a bit like taking it only to the letterbox and back and not really tapping into the full potential. So your Lamborghini can do wild, amazing stuff. It's your Lamborghini and your body and your hula hoop. You do whatever it is that makes you happy. So don't let me offend you or upset you if this is not what you want to hear. But your body and your hula hoop can do a lot more than just stand and waist hula hoop or swing a hoop in the air with your hands. This is where I think this video could be helpful, because if you choose to just waist hula hoop or just hand hula hoop, what you need to consider is that list I'm talking about. Is this getting you a check mark next to the cardiovascular or the flexibility or the strength or the power or the balance? What is this doing? Because if you're just standing around waist hula hooping, you're basically doing very gentle cardiovascular exercise. I am not saying that standing around hula hooping is absolutely useless and cannot help anyone, because there's scientific evidence, there's research they've done with hula hooping to check how it helps with blood pressure and blood glucose and things like that. So there is science backing this up, that hula hooping can help and make a difference. But it matters who does it. Any research normally, not just hula hoop research, is bothered with well-being or health or saving lives, right? It's not about how cute you look in your swimwear, okay? So doctors do not care about how cute you look. They want to save your life. So who is it that they will research, and who took part in the hula hoop research as well? I would have a look at that, because I don't think you fit into that population group, because usually it's the kind of people who, I'm not body shaming, but are out of shape, who have been watching Netflix for the last 50 years, maybe had 2-3 babies and not exercised ever since they've left school, because they do have problems with their blood pressure. Their waist circumference is wildly terrifying for any doctor to look at. What they did is, okay, we don't send them out to do any jogging because they will die. What we do is we ask them to walk or hula hoop. So for some people, it can be life-saving if they come off the couch and start hula hooping around their waist. But if you do not belong to that population, then for you it will not be really your solution for a six-pack. People like to complain to me about me that I make hooping too complicated because of all the tricks. I'm not making it complicated because I enjoy upsetting people. I do it because I'm looking at the list. My goal is to earn as many check marks as possible with the one toy that I have within a one workout. Because I don't want to get a treadmill as well as a BOSU balancing ball, as well as a core stability ball and some dumbbells. I can train for all of these components even with just the one hoop in the one workout, and that is the only reason why I have tricks. If I would just waist hula hoop, I would also have to do stretches separately. I would probably have to go for a run so that I don't have a heart attack. I would also have to do some sprinting sometimes, some weightlifting, some extra core work, some balancing work. There would be so many other things I would have to do because I decided that I will just waist hula hoop. So I'm not trying to be difficult, I'm trying to be helpful and creative to see how I'm able to achieve check marks and improvement in these areas. So is hula hooping a good workout? It is, depending on how you do it. If you include things that help you get stronger, improve your flexibility, improve your balance, your coordination, boost your hip mobility, optimizes your blood glucose levels. If you're feeling stimulated in all of these areas, it is a good exercise. But if you choose to just hand hoop or just waist hula hoop, I do recommend that you then go to the gym, do some balance work, also do some strengthening work, and do some core work. People have very strong resistance when I ask them to come down on the floor to do some hula hoop tricks and exercises, when in reality, if you go to a gym, you will be recommended to try something like a plank, because that's how you train your core. If you come down on the floor, maybe try some weight-bearing exercises and make sure that those muscles are all activated, they are struggling a bit, because if you're standing upright, those core muscles are not really struggling. It is a start, so if you're really unfit and absolute beginner, it is a start even to waist hula hoop. But after a while, if you don't want to plateau, then you will need to look into different ways how you could get a bit fitter than that. And plateau is another concept that you need to understand, because I did talk about sustainability right at the beginning, so that we don't want to have repetitive strain injuries. That's why it is our interest to try different tricks with our hula hoop and not just keep repeatedly doing the same. And that makes an exercise of any kind, not just hooping, safe if there's variety in it. If we keep just shredding the same joints on the same locations in the same way, they will get inflamed after a while. This you can achieve not just with hula hooping, but you can get runner's knee, tennis elbow, you know, these words that are basically inflammations and problems and repetitive strain, degeneration of different body parts that we keep repeatedly abusing the same way for a long time. Once you understand that it's your interest to avoid repetitive strain injury, then you can see the list of elements of fitness, so that you can see whether or not any exercise that you're doing is earning you little check marks and helping you improve in these areas. And avoiding plateau is another interesting topic, because there again, hooping is not a great workout if all you do is waist hula hoop, because you will reach a plateau or hand hula hoop. So if you just do one kind of thing, your body will get used to it and you're not going to change your physique. And normally I think people do not make that decision to get changed and make time for exercise to keep repeating the same so that they keep looking the same. Normally I think what is going on in most people's head is they make the decision that they want to look different, they want to achieve a change, improvement, so they start exercising and they keep showing up regularly. How heartbreaking it is when you keep diligently, hardworkingly showing up and you keep doing your hula hooping and nothing ever changes. Even after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you still have not achieved any improvement in your physique. If you're curious, you can absolutely spy for free of charge on how I create my programs and workouts, because I use sets, rests, active recovery, all kinds, just for hypertrophy training to help people get lean, beautiful, toned muscles, burn fat. And this you can check out on my website. I have a free trial in my membership, so you don't even need to put any payment details in there, and you can see it with your own eyes how from the absolute basics I can take someone and very gradually get them fitter and fitter. The workouts I make lots of fun with music and happiness and positivity and giggles. But you can be very critical and analyze it. Please do. You're welcome. It's free. You can see that the workouts that you do with me help you earn your check marks and improvements with every workout in all of these areas. Before I say goodbye, I would like to point out another very important element which most of the online workouts will not cover, and that is your mindset. Very often people get in touch with me on a daily basis and they almost feel invited to throw all their problems and excuses and heartbreak, all their frustrations. Why is it that they cannot lose weight, change their physique, achieve their dreams and goals? I'm a nice person. I listen and I care. I come up with a solution and sound excited so that they are inspired, ready to change. And you know what? They repeat the exact same problems and excuses and drama back to me. I think what happens, I know from experience because it happened to me too, we have heartbreak. Things people said to us, done to us, we are doing to ourselves very often. We repeat our same problems and we hang out in this bubble and we keep feeling like we're a bit logged and stuck. And we don't give ourselves permission to get out of it. So we repeat the same excuses and problems and obstacles. You need to be open-minded to change. You need to want to learn, and you need to let go of these problems and excuses and beliefs. It's very hard. So I just wanted to put this here, that if you're hanging out with creative people who are positive, this will change gradually, not instantly, but you can change. You can achieve your goals, and it matters what your diet is like. And I don't just mean what you eat, but the kind of people you hang out with and the kind of content you consume. And if you let the excuses and problems and heartbreak weigh you down, it's good to hang out with uplifting, positive, inspirational people who lift you up, and that way you will stretch your wings out. You will achieve all your dreams and goals and desires. You've got all it takes, darling. I believe in you, and all it takes is you just start having fun. Start relaxing. Don't worry about the details. Give yourself permission to shine. And that is my final message, really. Shine. Shine, darling. You have permission. Don't hold yourself back. You've got all it takes. You are deserving. Shine. Thank you for hanging out with me.